said, by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just a quick review for King of Fighters 15 on the PS5, but I haven't really played that many. I think I played King of Fighters 7 back in the day, but I can't even remember what platform it was on. It might have been a PS2 or maybe a PS3, I can't remember, but I'm not really a big fan. So I don't know any of the characters, and I know it's a Japanese game that's basically just converted into English, so it's a bit funny, like the way it translates over. Because if you look at some of the characters' names, like some of them are Japanese, but if you look at like like that guy Ralph Jones, you know what I mean? That's such a funny name to have for a character in a fighting game, but if you're Japanese and you're thinking of just like a Western name, then you could just think, like Ralph Jones. It just sounds like a normal name. Whereas if you're from the West, it's like a funny name to have for some reason. Like a fighting character. He's called Ralph Jones. I mean, huh? But, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like Clark Still, like it doesn't really translate to the way we would do a game on this side of like the world, but like the Japanese are known for some of the best fighting games that have ever came out. So it's like a mix between. But I was quite disappointed with the way the game looks for a 2025 game. Saying that, it's like a 2024 game, and by the time it was published and it came out, maybe 2025. But I mean, this isn't too bad. The actual fighting, but the backgrounds, the stages, the animation, the actual way it looks, it's just a bit old, if you know what I mean. Like, they're not bringing anything new to the table, which there should be. I mean, you think if this is the 15th time you've done the game, you should have it polished to a fine mirror shine, you know what I mean? There's no excuse of still having a shit game when you're on to number 15. But, I mean, the fighting and everything's okay. It's like bog standard. Like I said, there's nothing really new that they bring to the table that makes you think, oh yeah, I want to go out and buy this. Just this is my opinion, though. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who love this because the game has got a few modes, but it's heavily based on online play. So there must be a huge online community out there that fight, because you can create your own clan and you can have like stables and fights against each other, and you can have like you join in a different clan, you get trophies and stuff. So it's heavily based around the online culture, but they do have a story mode, but it's a bit pathetic. It's basically just tournament mode. The story mode is a tournament. You keep fighting, and then there's a few cutscenes in between, but the cutscenes are just horrendous. Like the graphics and everything. I know it's the style, like cell shaded. You'd think, oh, that looks really shit, but that's just the style in which it is, and it's that kind of thing with this. It's very cartoony, but it's like supposed to be, you know what I mean? But I don't really like it. I mean, I don't know if you see any of the cutscenes. I can't remember if I've put any of the gameplay in, but you see like how shit it is. And like I said, for this day and age, like 2025, it should be much, much better. It's not acceptable to be. And then I'm sure this game, when it came out, was like brand new, because it's free, by the way, this month. If you want to download it. But like, look at this. This is like 2025. I mean, look at the state of this, man. I mean, it's horrific. And they're like, oh yeah, pay $59.99 for this, and it's like, no, not when you've got games coming out like GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean? 2. You know what I mean? What other game is it? Hellblade or something that's got good graphics. Like even Uncharted had better graphics than this. You know what I mean? Like there's some games that are just absolutely amazing and push the PlayStation to the limit, Whereas I feel as though this is just very old school. You know, if I'm being polite, it's very like old fashioned. But maybe that's the charm. It's stayed old fashioned throughout its whole life. It's always been like this, you know. I don't really know. But look at the roof. The effect of water on the roof. I mean, that's something you would see on the fucking Mega Drive. Never mind the PS1. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to convey what I'm trying to say. It's like, but you know it's Japanese. I mean, because look at the size of that lass's tits. I mean, they're just absolutely massive. And the bounce as well when she stands still, like you know when the fighter just jiggles from side to side when they're doing like a fighting game, and the just tits and stupid. I mean, it's like that on every female character on every Japanese game. You know what I mean? So there's no difference here, but it is just a pure button bashing game. I mean, you can put like you can do it strategically and press the combos and stuff, but the buttons are set up so the moves are very easy to do. So you can just, if you're not very good at fighting games, you can just put this on and just mash the pad and like you know go a bit crazy on the buttons, and you'll just pull off loads of spectacular special moves and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's there. Look at the size of our tits, man. There's just no need for that. But I mean, spoiler alert: this is the last boss. So if you're willing, if you're wanting to, you know, like complete the game, then don't look. But I don't know. It just seems crap to me. But I think I'm just biased because I'm so over this kind of game in today's age. I think I'm just spoilt. That's why I've just had too many really good games, and then I'm going back to something like this. I just think, oh, this is wank. But you've got to just be in the mood for it, and plus, if it's the charm of the game, then you're going to be. This is exactly what you want the game to look like. So they're probably happy. People who play King of Fighters all the time, they're probably looking forward to this. But to me, as somebody who never plays it, and I'm just putting it on. I was just slightly disappointed because there's so many better fighting games than this. I mean, I just played Shaolin versus Wu Tang 2, and that is much better than this. And that game cost like 13 quid or something, 12.99, and it's absolutely amazing compared to this. This is more of its own style. You know, it's very dated. It's still good though. I mean, if you like fast fighting games, then it's right up your alley. But to me, I'm more into, you know, utilizing the power of what the PlayStation can do. I mean, this is very arcade style, you know, but that's what maybe it's all about. So, I mean, this is just my first impression, you know. I'm not really, I don't really know what I'm talking about because I'm not a fan of King of Fighters. So. I'm just going off what I think. And like I said, into the good points, it's fast, it's easy to pick up. You would have to master it to pull off the special moves and stuff consistently. And utilize the power bars and the max super combos and stuff. You'd have to learn the buttons there, but I haven't even done the training. I just put it on, I played it for about 43 minutes or something, and I completed the story mode and I turned it off. So, you know, it's like I haven't really played it for that long. But if, like I said, if you've got a big friend community online and you've got a lot of friends who like fighting games, then you could say, like, this month it's free to download, you may as well get it and you could have a tournament online with your friends and stuff. And like I said, it's shitloads of people actually online who you can play throughout the world. So even if you haven't got loads of friends, you can still have some fights online. I haven't played it online, so I don't know if it's good or shit for the lag or anything like that. But I just play against the AI, and you know, it's satisfactory. There's nothing else to say. But if you like the look of it, then definitely go and download it because it's free, and it's quite a big game. You know, it's huge. In fact, I think it's over 100 gig. So make sure you've got the room on your hard drive as well. But yeah, King of Fighters 15. Go out and download it now. It's free. That's it. See you there.